Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Fata Morgana. So we are going to continue the story. We just learned the truth about what happened with Giselle. And as your comments in the previous episode told me, you have a point. I didn't thought about this. Like, the way the environment that Michelle grew up with in, the crazy mother, like really bad father, a terrible person. No wonder he's like unfriendly, paranoid and everything, you know? Yeah, that's like... House like this can make you kind of paranoid and stuff, you know? So yeah, no wonder that Michelle is like that. That's a very good point, I didn't thought about this, but yeah. Anyway, let's just continue, I guess. But let me first like clean my glasses. I should do this before recording, but whatever. I can see shit. So okay, let's go. Let's inspect our memories and let's go. Who saved her? And that I was sure was the end of me. I am even now putting her putting her through a harrowing experience. Thinking of the memories she locked away, the past she wanted to pretend never happened, and lying it all out before her once more. But I must go, I must get her back to who she once was, even if it means forcing her to endure this. She must remember everything, because I need to know. Why did she become the maid? And what secrets does this house hold? Why she became the maid? So, the maid is like a concept, basically, here. I think. Like, the maid of this mention of this reality or something, you know? You are Michelle. Yep, okay. That's been like pretty much confused. I made like a Furies in the previous episode. Yeah, I know, because I like making Furies, okay? But it's been like pretty much confirmed that that was Michelle. Yeah. Not an extremely big surprise here. I'm not the white-haired girl. The person you were searching for was the man who once hurt you deeply, me. Why? What was her why referring to? Why I hurt her? Or why I'm here? Or perhaps, why I didn't show up until now? Not having an answer for her, I clenched her cold hands in mine. Also, I forgot to check the episode with painting again. God damn it. The man in the painting is still in my head and I cannot like recall the conversation with it. I will check it out after this recording. I'm really like, need to know what was there. Not having an answer for her, I clenched her cold hands in mine. I wonder, were her hands this cold that night too? Were her hands this cold that night too? There's still more we need to see though, and this is still too soon for me to apologize. When she gotten everything back, only then can I. Once she reclaimed herself, that is when I must tell her. Now, let us return to our past. Our story has only just begun. No matter what we thought or what we desired, no matter what we lost or how much pain we suffered, we must not shut this door. Wow. I have chills. Perfect darkness embraces once more. I can see nothing, not even the woman beside me. But I shall not let go of her hand. I do not want her to slip away from me. I do not want to lose her. The tables has turned. Now it's him who's holding her head instead of like her holding him, as in the beginning. Oh, okay. Someone found her. Stay with me. Are you alright? It looks like a school, maybe? It's like desk in school. Or maybe it's like a chapel. Like a little chapel. Is there a priest? Huh, what is this place? Huh. Oh, thank goodness you're awake. How's your head? Can you see me? What? You had me scared, silly there. I thought I might lost you for good. I'm really glad you're alive. Where am I? And who is this man? What was I doing? You feeling up for any food? I can whip up some porridge for you right quick. Ah, I was in the forest. It was raining. For that I was in the mansion. I feel sick. Like there's still something in my stomach. No, thank you. I don't want anything. You really should have something. You need to keep up your energy. Yeah, the problem is she don't want to really go on. That's the problem here. Unless you want to conk out again in an hour. Sounds good to me. Yeah. I'd rather never wake up at all. You're not in the highest spirits either, it seems. All the more reason to get something warm in you. Please have something. I've got some milk on fire. I bet you can handle a cup of that. You start losing all hope once the cold gets deep into you, reaches down to your core. Take me by your word, please. Just one sip. You'll feel like a whole new girl. Okay. This is kind of happy soundtrack. Who is this guy? What is this place? It can't be like far. I think like this is the village that is nearby, right? A heart-wrenching pleasant aroma waffled up with the steam of within the wooden cup. Succumbing to the sweet smell, I lifted the cup to my lips for just one sip, and the warmth that spread through me brought tears to my eyes. Perhaps there really was kindness in the world. A ripple spread across the surface of the milk. I heard a gentle sigh come from the man beside me, after which he said with a smile, "You should take it easy for today." Yeah, he still don't know nothing about her, but it doesn't matter, he helped person, right? She was dying there. I had lost the willpower to think about anything. I didn't care what had happened to me or why I was here. Who was he or even where this was. I spent the whole day in bed, just watching the sun slowly slide across the wooden floor. It felt like I was somewhere far, far away. At times I felt like a lost child, and at times like a sickly old woman on her deathbed. Watching the sun travel gave me renewed awareness of the passage of time, and the fact that each moment that went by was another moment I was alive. I realized then, that it had been a while since I had gotten more than the brief glimpse of it in the sunlight. Yeah? Because you've been in the darkness all the time, in the mansion. This one surprised me, how colorful the world seems beneath the sunlight. Something I didn't get much of in the dark mansion. Only after losing something do you realize how much you need it. Wow, this is so true. This is such a true. Warm milk, the light shining through the window and the bed that smelled like springtime. With these three things, my heart slowly began to defrost, and I started to regain the willpower to stand on my own 2 feet. Also, we still didn't have the scene that was like in the master bedroom when Michelle was like checking the mansion to regain memories and stuff. There was a scene with Giselle like taking out the window, like bringing the sunlight, taking out the sheets, saying good morning, master, and everything. She was being very cheerful. It still didn't happen, so I assume like maybe she forgave him or something. She came back and she stopped caring about like what the hell he's thinking, and she started like actually being like enjoy the life there. It will happen at some point. It should happen, right? Because that was the memory of the mansion. Unless it happened off screen. I don't think so, but yeah. I started to regain willpower to stand my 2 feet, yeah. Okay. Thank you for everything. You sure you are in a shape to be on your feet? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not hurt. You looked pretty beat up to me. Bet you look a lot better now. And you are talking a lot more clearly than before. Even very generous, despite having never met me before. And for that, you have my deepest gratitude. Without your help, I would no longer be in this world. I don't deserve your thanks. You're alive now because God's guidance made it so. God. I came across you early this morning as I was heading into the forest to hunt. Imagine my surprise, seeing a young lady like you on the ground on my path. In my path. What were you doing in the forest? Yeah, you don't have to tell me if you would rather not. Everything gets their own share of personal problems. Yeah, you're not going to demand I talk? Wow, she has such a PTSD from the past and from Michelle, god damn it. Holy crap. Yeah, Giselle, not everyone is the same. So this is just like kind, random guy that we never will see again. I have no reason to force you to do anything. You look like you've been to hell and back. What? I could tell just looking at you. Now then, do you have somewhere you can go? Somewhere to go. Of course I don't. I can go back to the capital or the mansion. If not, then why don't you stay here? Here? Sure, it's a small village. We're self-sufficient, and we all help each other out. No tax-hungry lords. No, we build the place up either. So we keep everything we make. Ooh, okay. The problem is, if Giselle is missing, they will start searching for her. Because I specifically said to not let her go anywhere. So they might discover this place. And this is going to be bad for them as well. For this community. Huh. Well, pretty remote is the result. And the harvest isn't fantastic, but I'm sure you will find it comfortable here. 1 second. Config. Oh, that is the silent soundtrack. Probably will do something like this. Okay. But I'm sure you'll find it comfortable here. The rest of the villagers will be glad to have you. What do you say? Sorry, mom. Yeah. Also, if she escaped, then that means her mother or sister is going to be in harsh treatment, probably. What I have to do might make the rest of the family lives more difficult, yeah. But I don't want to have to feel any more pain. If it really wouldn't be inconveniencing to you, if it's really okay, then yes. I would like to stay here. That's been a hard decision, holy crap. But also there's no guarantee that her family been taken care of like properly, even though she was living here. She might have been betrayed, you know? Like they don't have to keep her, her the promise, to be honest. No one can check it. No one knows where she is now. So yeah. That's great to hear. I was loath to send you back out there in your current condition. I haven't introduced myself yet, have I? My name is... Okay. The name is... Amidi? Amidi? Is it from French? Just one lowly villager of many. I am Giselle. Giselle, that's a beautiful name. If I'm not mistaken, this should be a vacant house. Clean it up, and you can call it home. I couldn't possibly ask for that. I doubt others would like it if I just took a house for myself. That shouldn't be an issue. I'm the village representative, more or less. Representative, like the chief? Only in name though. As I mentioned, we are not on the Lord's maps, so I don't have much representing to do. The only reason I end up in charge is because I'm a bit more educated than anyone else. Okay. It was a long time ago, but I understand that I understood it with the priest. Because of that, I'm familiar with the Bible teaching. So rather than the chief, the people of the village look at me more like a priest. Okay, I see. Wouldn't be much fun if the church found out about that. They're liable to think I'm acting unordinate. Then, you believe in God? That's quite the question. Of course God exists. He's always watching over us. That's why you survived, because he protected you. I understand that your faith can waver when you're going through times of tribulation, but those are the times when it's most important you keep sight of who you are. Right. Now we get some rest. Tomorrow I will show you around the village. Thank you. I truly mean it. I really sincerely appreciate everything. Don't mention it, Giselle. This is your village now too. So we don't need to act like a stranger anymore. Okay? So they will find her, definitely. Like, I can already see that they're finding them. And, like, everything will just go to the hell. Because they don't have, like, they are not under any, like, legal jurisdiction. The lord of the land will demand, like, them being subordinate then to pay taxes and everything. And also, yeah, everything will be blamed on the Giselle. Because they will get fined only because they searched for the Giselle. People would not like search the forest and everything if Giselle would not escape. So yeah, this village is gone, I think. So here's Amidi. He seems like a nice man. Maybe here I can live in peace. I don't think so. Also, if someone find them, then maybe they can get a deal like, have you seen any girl that been like recently here or something, you know? We're searching for her, and then they can like just give her up to like keep their like safe place here. Is that really possible? I'll be alright, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. I wasn't silly enough to believe my life would be perfect. But I found a tiny fragment of my lost hope. While I had once been ready to give up on absolutely everything, I was starting to feel like I might be able to smile again eventually. Like I might be able to get back on my feet. In order to do that, I had to cast aside my past once more. Forget everything that had happened at the Bollinger estate and everything that happened at that mansion. Forget about Michelle. There was one niggling curiosity though that I couldn't shake. Something he had said before I left. My existence threatens to tear down that house. Yeah, that's what I've been wondering about as well. Like, what do you mean exactly? We know your family is kinda crazy, but what do you mean by that? How is this threatening? The cursed youngest son of the Bollinger family. Uh-huh. How is that so? Michelle, who made a pact with the devil, who's supposed to be dead but is very much alive. Yeah, I don't get this. What do you meant by that? Why would people think he was dead? No, I don't care about Michelle one bit. I do care. At least about his backstory. Forget it. Forget everything. Okay, back to the Michelle. Let's see. The house was as it always has been, wrapped in a thick silence. Giselle's shadow, which had been lurking in the halls for about a month, was nowhere to be found. She hadn't come back since running off that day. Is he regretting this or not? My secret was still safe. Her efforts had in the end all been for naught. Back to the way things were. But despite my mind telling me that this is for the best, I kinda feel guilt sitting in the back of my chest. And any attempt to figure out why only made me feel worse. But the look on her face then. Please hear me out. I don't know anything about you. I wasn't sticking around or trying to bring you harm in any way. So he kinda realizes that she said truth. Was it really her just putting on an act because I revealed her scheming? She was screaming though, and she looked genuinely terrified when she knocked my hand away. I'm not falling for anything. It just... I feel like I know that frenzied panic. Something doesn't add up. Yeah, I guess like because of like your past, what you said, like you should be dead but you are alive, you have a pact with devil or something like this. So I guess like whatever happened to you made the same situation at your house, like that frenzied panic. That's why you recognize this face. Be quiet. Silence, please. My head was pounding beyond belief. I couldn't understand anything. This was the creature I was, the witch whispering. The archangel looking down upon me seemed to be cracking from somewhere far out of reach. So for whatever it was worth, to escape from his gaze, I once again drew the drapes over the stained glass window. Okay. Back to the chapter, I guess. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have like some happy village time. Oh, it's someone new. Hey, where are you from? You gonna be here long? Are you? Okay, happy times. A little bit of happiness, huh? Before everything goes to hell again. They're so going to get screwed. We hardly ever get visitors here, so they're downright awesome struck by you. You'll be getting a lot of attention for a little, but please, don't let it get to you. Ah, no, that's just fine. I'll do my best to get along with everyone. You've got spark in you that wasn't there yesterday. Anything in particular that cheered you up? In particular? Once I decided I was going to stay here, I just sort of started feeling better about things. But I figured I couldn't stay gloomy forever. I see. I'm glad to hear it. Heh, it's all thanks to you, Amidi. Keep thanking me like that, and my cheeks might get struck red. In any event, I said I would show you around yesterday, so how about we do that? Lead the way. Okay. That said, we're a modest little village of about 100. Everyone knows everyone. For that size, it looks pretty big to me. Yeah. I'm really taking the lead. We walked through the village, passing by crop fields and milk cows, presumably shared among the villagers. Houses were scattered across the area that seems far too large for only 100 people. Actually, getting a better look at them, the buildings were dilapidated, looking more like ruins than residences. Huh. Probably to, like, cover themselves from like government and stuff. Like if like this like if this looks like a deserted area, deserted houses that are like scattered, then if you stumble upon one of these houses, you can just stay inside, and people will think, oh, this is just like some old ruined house. I don't have to like go there or anything. Like this is nothing. This is just an old building. I wonder if this case, the chapel, the mansion that Michelle is living in is also part of this village, but it got like discarded. Huh, that's interesting. If like houses are in the state in general? Once upon a time, this was a city rather than a village. When your ancestors lived here? Oh no, were the drifters fortunate enough to come across some decent looking land, so we stuck around. How do you know what it was like before then? Huh. There was a few stone tablets left behind, and based on what we were able to extract from the texts, this area used to be a large city with a blooming economy, rivaling that of the capital. There were not hundreds but thousands of people bustling about. Merchants from afar came in droves. It was much like the capital is now. Actually, this area was more open to foreigners. People of all different races, speaking as many different languages. It was evidently quite the sight and sound. I had no idea there was a city here. I connect this to the second door. Second door? The one with the beast, right? Yeah, that was the second one. Like here. More open to foreigners, and the second door was like pretty much closed to foreigners. So I like the connection here. That's what happened when a place. That's what happens when the place is wiped from history. I couldn't tell you how reliable the tablets are, but if you take them at the word, the city lost everything in just a single week. Holy crap! What? People, crops, livestock, all dead. Maybe it was a natural disaster, FMNA, plague. I can't say for sure. This is what the tablet said though. Oh shit, what the fuck was that? We have been cursed by the witch. Okay. Is this connected to Michelle somehow? Huh? Cursed by the witch. Look over there. You see that river? There used to be a magnificent bridge crossing it, but there's hardly anything left of it. If you continue along the path beyond the fallen bridge, there's a forest. This is where I found you. The deeper parts of the forest are dense, you can't see anything but tree trunk and leaves. It's eerie place, wrapped in a cloud of darkness. If you make through that, there's a mansion. Okay. Which is said to be cursed. Okay. So this is still only a legend. They don't know that Michelle is there. But they do know that this thing exists. Okay. Ah. I wonder if the Bollinger family were initially from this city. Here. The witch who supposedly destroyed the city lives in the house deep in the forest. She's been there for years and years and years, and she casts her curse on anyone who goes near it. The city was so large that the mansion was actually in its border. My guess is the bridge was built to mark the road leading to it. Now, as you can see, the bridge is gone, and the house is still standing, are practically in ruins. But the mansion alone looks just as it did back then. The witch living in the mansion goes by the name Morgana. Okay, go back to the name Morgana. So, Morgana don't really exist if you think about this, right? Like, this name... None of the characters have this name, really. Like, I mean, okay. If you think about this, the maid is Morgana, because Michelle said, like, what made you to become the maid? So, if we go into, like, dual personality stuff or something, then we can have, like, Giselle, that she is now, and the other personality, the maid, which is the Morgana, the witch. What made her to be the maid, though? As Michelle said. According to records, someone by that same name was executed in this area for witchcraft. And even in death, she continued to bear her grudge against mankind. Who knows how much of it is true, though? True or fiction, the story has taken root in this region. This city history may be lost, but the legend of the witch continues to be told. Okay, so now we have to solve the epitaph, I guess, right? And find the gold. And everyone knows what I'm referencing to. People have a tendency to keep stories alive that scare them. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. No, I'm fine. You're best staying away from that mansion in the forest at any rate. Yeah, a bit too late for that. There's no saying what might happen if curiosity gets the better of you. Better safe than sorry, if you ask me. Aside from that mansion, this is a peaceful village, as you will find. I don't know where you came from, but I'm glad you didn't end up wandering up there. Yeah. I know all about the mansion and who lives there. I was there after all, with Michelle for a full month. But I don't remember any cursed witch. Just a man with a bone-chilling glare. Maybe the rumors about witch living there were spread by him. I mean, it's possible. Or perhaps even his family as well. I could see them doing that. Good point. But none of that matters to me anymore. I'm never going anywhere near that house again. The witch curse, Michelle, did nothing to me. With nowhere else to go, I ended up in this small village. There's no denying that there was very little to speak of here, but I found peace in that nothingness. I couldn't have been more blessed that such a kind man had found me and welcomed me into his village. The village ran entirely on its own crops and livestock. They had no currency, merely bartered among themselves. Bartered. Coming from a merchant family, everything felt so new. I had never plowed a large plot of land, milked a cow, or used a loom before. At first, I wasn't sure what to think, being such a departure from my lifestyle in the capital. But over time, I grew more comfortable with my new life, and the people of the village started thinking of me as one of them. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm still so expecting everything to go to hell in any moment. Come on, Giselle, come play with us. We're playing hide and seek today. Can't, sorry, I'm spinning yarn. You can do that later. Come on, play with us. Stop that, don't pull on my skirt. Ah, alright, you win. When I'm done with this, I will join you. And no teaching. We'll be down at the square, okay? Got it. See you there. The kids have taken quite liking to you. Oh, Amity. You think so? They've been incredibly lively since you arrived. Children are more sensitive than adults. Sensitive? They're very perceptive of how others are feeling. If you begrudgingly play along, they will pick up on that quickly. like children, and that's a wonderful thing. That's not a good woman in the world there's not a good woman in the world who dislikes children. Eh, why thank you. I don't think it's much that I like them, as I'm kind of like a big kid myself, pretty much, with a trauma. But yeah, I generally enjoy hide and seek. But that's not going to earn me any points. I like kids too. Watching them, it gives me faith that this world has a bright future. Yeah, kids are the future of the generation, basically, right? A bright future. I never look at them that way. They seems to you quite a bit too. They seems to like you quite a bit too, MED. Yeah, thanks. Though I'd rather give my affection to my own kids. Oh, you have children? Oh heavens, no, I thought that was obvious enough. I'm talking about the future. I see. But thank you, MED, I'm sure you will find someone right for you and have kids of your own in no time. I wonder if they will have kids with each other. Like, if they will, like, it seems like they're shipping them, you know? Like, Giselle and Amelia are falling in love with each other, and they will like get married or just like be together and have a kid or something, and then we'll get some kind of time skip. I don't know. Huh? Maybe not everything will go to hell instantly. Now I think about this, because they're so like making them like a thing. It seems. So this is not some random guy that just happens to get a name. He still doesn't have a sprite though. It's not that easy, sadly. Even in such a small village, there's no ladies who would take interest in me. You don't give yourself enough credit. I'm fully confident you will find someone soon enough. Do you really think so? Absolutely. Perhaps you could be that person. I fucking said it. What? Pardon? I won't pressure you into it, of course. But I think it would be marvelous to have you in my life in a bigger way. Fucking Chad. Damn. I'm a little soon for me, I think, about settling down like that. Also, it's like, if you think about what happened to Giselle in the past, if like they will end up together, then she will have to fight with the embarrassment of her past, basically, with this. Because if they would like be like wife and husband, you know, and try to have kids and everything, then he will probably see the scars that she have from the knife, the word that was like written on her with the blade, right? He will then ask questions. I wonder how he will react. I don't know if this is good or not. Everything depends. I think like I have a feeling like if Giselle fall in love like truly, then she will be able to accept herself and like show the scar and everything. But everything depends on how Amédée will like perceive it. What he will understand, what questions he will ask. This is hard. It depends on his personality. He seems peaceful and like cool, but you don't really know a person unless you are like really close to him. So his true colors might just like come out later when he's like in the hardship, you know. But he's also like a priest, right? And he said like if you go down to the lowest point, there's then you have like to you have even more reason to believe, right? So maybe he will end up being actually a good guy. Huh, hard to tell. Well, let's read and see. It's a little soon for me to think about here. It's pretty sudden, I admit. Take all the time you need to consider it. Alright. I have to play with the kids now. Have fun. I wonder if he really meant it. Yeah, he probably did. Amit is a nice fellow. And I'm sure living here would be wonderful, but I can't help feeling something isn't right here. It's too peaceful, basically, if you think about this, but yeah. I'm thinking about him now, of all times. That man has no redeemable qualities, not one. Oh, she's thinking about Michelle? As it turned out, Amelie was serious about his proposition, and he brought it up every time we ran into each other. Unable to give him an answer, I found myself constantly apologizing to him. Soon winter started giving way to spring. On a day when the air still had a brisk winter bite, and budding seedlings bottled to break through the earth. Oh. Wow, so we have a really long time skip. That was like a spring before. Then we skipped winter and now it's spring again, so it's like a year almost, or half a year. Wow, that's a long time skip. The Sims holding the village together began to lose. Oh no, what happens? Not good, not good, very, very bad. Not good, not good. That day, the village men were gathered in the square talking. You know what? I want this episode to be a happy episode, so we will see about what they're talking about in the next one. Thank you for watching. Based on this episode, let me know in the comments what do you think. Like, should Giselle end up with Amity or not? Do you feel like this is weird, suspicious? Maybe not. I felt like if this is like very secluded community, then yeah, it could be a good life here. But maybe it's been a bit too peaceful. They didn't have any real fights or anything with each other, which is weird, right? Because normal human beings always fight. Like, for, like, anything, basically, right? You cannot avoid that. It seems like they were, like, pretty much, like, always happy and great. So I don't know. Well, I like Amity and I would like them to be together, I guess. Well, anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like if you like the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see the episodes earlier. Thank you once again. And for now, Pocket Watch is going out.